Durass is now the most nerfed hero in Thetan Arena, being nerfed 3 times ever since the game has first officially launched. And you might be wondering, after this most recent nerf that was quite significant, if Durass is still a hero that you should be buying and playing here in the game. And the answer is quite simple. Durass is still a top 3 hero in the game, and I believe that he will continue to do so as he still brings so much value to the field. So the key to being a very good Durass in this game is playing him as if you're using a marksman hero, because at the end of the day, most of his damage will be coming from his auto attacks that allow you to poison down the enemy and be very obnoxious. And now that they've reduced his HP even more, it means that you are actually closer to that squishier health of a marksman, even though he falls into the assassin category. His ultimate does do some fantastic damage, and if you're playing in these 4v4 game modes, you want to save and use your ultimate for those big objective fights like the battery, like the star. And if you're playing in battle royale, if you're going into like a third party fight, or if somebody jumps on you and you need to be aggressive, that's when you want to pop off your ultimate. When it comes to the abilities, the number one thing that you have to have as a Durass is make sure that you're carrying some sort of mobility, whether it's a burrow, a ghost fade, a meteor slam, anything to make sure that you can keep yourself away from your opponent, because the goal for everybody else is to get directly on top of your head and deal out as much damage as possible, especially now that you are squishier. And then for your other ability, if you are a more aggressive Durass, you can carry some damage like a laser beam or a rocket. But if you want to be a more passive Durass, which I believe is okay because he has a lot of damage in his kit anyways, then you want to make sure you carry some sustain like a shield or a heal. Another really big mistake that I see a lot of Durass players do is not use their abilities correctly. When you're playing as Durass and you pop your ultimate, you can't actually use any of your other abilities while your ultimate is active. So this means that if you are carrying a shield, for example, and you want to use it to be this super tanky force on the field while your ultimate is up, you actually need to pop your shield and then use your ultimate so that you have both of those going at the same time. Because if you pop ultimate and then try to use a shield or a heal or anything else, it's not going to go through and you lose all of that value.